Is it time to buy or sell JPMorgan Chase stock? In this video, we will explore JPMorgan Chase in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 11th of September, 2025, and we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 9th of September 2025, our system has ranked JPMorgan Chase as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 4.07. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced a gain of 2.59%. This equates to an average return of 0.86% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is currently positioned within a modest upward trend in the short term, suggesting that a further increase is likely. The 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 7.72% over the next 3 months, with expected returns ranging between 4.21% and 10.42%. In terms of the longer horizon, our analysis for the next 12 months predicts a change of around 31.66%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary between 5.32% and 39.79% over the coming year. In current terms, this would mean a future price ranging between $321.81 and $427.14. Our latest daily update for JPMorgan Chase includes the headline: JPMorgan Chase stock price ended at $305.56 on Thursday after gaining 1.67%. The JPMorgan Chase stock price gained 1.67% on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 11th of September, 2025. It rose from $300.54 to $305.56. This marks a gain for 3 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it continues to rise or takes a brief pause in the coming days. On the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 1.64%, with a low of $300.79 and a high of $305.73. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 2.1% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume increased on the last day, coinciding with the price rise, which is a positive technical indicator. In total, 434,000 more shares were traded compared to the previous day, with 6 million shares exchanged for approximately $1.78 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $305.73, while the lowest was $202.16. Currently, the price stands at 0.06%, or 17 cents, below the 52-week high of $305.73, which is also the all-time high for the stock. JPMorgan has promoted Francisco Abularak and Michael Johnson to co-heads of Global Infrastructure Investment Banking. This decision indicates the bank's intention to enhance its focus on substantial fee-rich deals as both governments and corporations invest in various projects. Concurrently, JPMorgan's outlook suggests strong momentum in capital markets as they approach the third quarter. The bank has identified underwriting, trading, lease print, and mergers and acquisitions pipelines as potential sources of revenue. However, CEO Jamie Dimon has recently expressed concerns regarding a weakening United States economy. This, along with broader caution from CEOs following a downward adjustment in employment data, has introduced a sense of caution into the narrative. The stock has demonstrated resilience, trading near the high 200s after recent gains. In the short term, positive activity in capital markets and ongoing inflows into JPMorgan-managed exchange-traded funds could enhance fee income and bolster the stock price. Nonetheless, Dimon's cautious stance may lead to volatility if macroeconomic data deteriorates. Looking ahead, robust leadership in infrastructure and sustainable fee-generating businesses, such as investment banking, trading, and asset management, are expected to support earnings growth. However, A prolonged economic slowdown might exert pressure on loan growth, credit quality, and net interest margins, posing a downside risk to the bank's valuation. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 16th of July, 2025, it was reported that Cowen & Company assigned JPM a buy grade along with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025, it was reported that Piper Sandler rated JPM as overweight with a hold action. On Monday, the 7th of July, 2025, Wells Fargo issued an overweight grade for JPM alongside a hold action. On the same day, Citigroup granted JPM a buy grade and a hold action. Also on that Monday, Morgan Stanley rated JPM as equal weight with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general sell rating to JPMorgan Chase stock. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts provide the stock with a neutral rating. The following signals have been identified for JPMorgan Chase. The chart reveals mostly positive signals today. The stock of JPMorgan Chase indicates buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting an optimistic forecast. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two averages, as the short-term average remains above the long-term average. If corrections occur, support will be provided by the levels at $299.22 and $295.36. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, the 7th of August, 2025. And the stock has since increased by 6.49%. Further growth is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, there is a buy signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. The volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a positive technical signal. The stock experienced a golden star signal on Thursday, the 21st of August, 2025, in the short-term chart. A golden star signal occurs when the short-term moving average, the long-term moving average, and the price line align in a specific configuration. This occurrence is quite rare and is often followed by significant and sustained gains for the stock involved. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 25 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 4 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal from 17 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 4 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 92 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 81 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for JPMorgan Chase. JPMorgan Chase finds support from accumulated volume at $296.24. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. Generally, the stock exhibits very controlled movements, and due to its good liquidity, the associated risk is considered quite low. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $4.94, which represents 1.64%. In the past week, the average daily volatility of the stock has been 2.28%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for JPMorgan Chase, let's quickly review some important fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This essential metric compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate that there are low expectations for the company's future or suggest that the stock is undervalued, presenting a possible buying opportunity. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 14th of October, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $4.69. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for JPMorgan Chase. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, JPMorgan Chase encounters its first support level at $296.24. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for JPMorgan Chase from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On September 2nd, 2025, Bam and Linda executed an insider sale of 9,500 shares of common stock. On July 25th, 2025, Petno Douglas B conducted an insider sale of 1,682 shares of common stock. On June 30th, 2025, Pinto Daniel E executed an insider purchase of 0 shares. On June 30th, 2025, Romedi Virginia M conducted an insider purchase of 1,270,271 shares of common stock. On June 30th, 2025, Novakovic Peb N conducted an insider purchase of 1,293,505 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined that insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 15.852. Overall, insiders purchased 1,113,518 shares and sold 1,540,442 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $289.85, representing a decline of 5.14%. This stock exhibits very low daily fluctuations, which translates to minimal risk. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 24 days ago. Is JPMorgan Chase stock a good buy? Several short-term signals, combined with a generally positive trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity. There is a fair chance for JPMorgan Chase stock to perform well in the short term. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Friday, the 12th of September, we expect JPMorgan Chase to open lower by $1.53, starting at $304.03. We would like to remind you that trading carries a significant risk of losing money. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions to buy or sell securities. Your investment choices should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge your responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.